Okay, everyone. I wanted to update you on the garden. You're looking at the cucumber plants right now. Notice the leaves are not as yellow as they had been. They're a lot greener. After that video, I did go through and I did a couple of the changes myself. I've added some blood meal as well as castings into the dirt, so that way it could help with the nitrogen levels in the soil. I moved it a little bit further forward so it got a little bit more sunlight, as well as manually plucking a lot of the male flowers off to try to entice female growth. It still could use a little bit more blood meal probably and nutrients into the soil, but the exciting news is by doing that we did entice some female growth. We've got a female right here right now that you might not see on the camera, but there's a female there. And the biggest excitement is we finally do have some females that are actually growing. You can tell by this one, the size, the darker green it's starting to develop there. That is definitely a progressing female, as well as the one that's right here is getting bigger. There's another female right underneath that one that's small, and there's another female right there. So it went from no females on these plants to quite a few females, and we've got some females actually producing. So that's exciting. The same thing goes for over here. See the pickling cucumbers. Those ones as well, we got more females producing, and we actually have a female right there that is actually growing into a nice looking little cucumber. Not sure if you can see it, but there are some females finally producing in the cucumbers. I'll give you a closer up just in case you couldn't really see it. There's our cucumber, as well as the big mama over here. Right there, you can see it right there. But we are getting more females, so that's a big advantage. We've got stuff that's ready to be harvested, but we've got some nice looking cayennes right there. The lettuce is due to be harvested again. Shockingly enough, it is not bolting yet. It's been extremely hot. I did not think this would last as long as it did. I would have probably planted more if I did. But it's not bolting, so that's awesome. We've got a lot of the hot banana peppers, as you can see. And quite a few of the sweet banana peppers are turning into some beautiful peppers as well. Yeah, like this plant right here. Look at all those hot banana peppers. Lots of them. And there's quite a few sweet ones forming on this plant here. So they're looking good. The jalapenos, this is exciting. These are the little plants that weren't doing anything. Those ones are starting to grow up. This one was the one that was doing a little bit better last time. And even more exciting is it's starting to get little buds. So that's exciting. Then you also have the other jalapenos over here that do have some buds and flowers forming. And then got some jalapenos that are getting ready to harvest. So those are cool. Cool, exciting. I've had people mention about my tomato plants that they're tall and not very bushy. They tend to get bushy when they are put too close together in too tight of proximity. They produce more leaves and less fruit usually. I would rather a tall plant than a bushy plant. We've got tomatoes, obviously. We've got some tomatoes turning. Where are they? There they are. It's hard to see. Lots of tomatoes on that one. This is my little plant. It's starting to finally grow. It's still not doing anything. Here's an example of how tall that one is. But yes, my tomatoes, here's some of the bigger tomatoes. They're starting to grow pretty nice there. Nice ones there. So I would rather tall than bushy though for that reason. Now our Mad Hatter, first time ever growing Mad Hatter, so this is more of an experiment for me. But look at that baby. Look at that baby. Those are hot peppers. There's other ones up there growing. The reapers, we don't have any obvious signs yet, but you can see the reapers starting to form. So that's exciting. This first time ever growing reapers as well. And then our habaneros, I moved them more into a higher direct sunlight because they just weren't growing and I was not too thrilled. They got taller finally and we got some buds starting to form finally on them. So those are finally starting to produce some buds and hopefully some peppers soon. Those ones were the only ones I was like, man, they're just not doing anything. So the garden is looking good. I'm gonna put you back up on the tripod and I'm gonna go through and harvest what can be harvested today. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lettuce that I can get. There's not a lot, but there's definitely lettuce. Mike wants a salad tonight with dinner, so he can have the lettuce. Some cayennes over here I want to harvest. They're getting nice sized. I almost harvested them the last time and I thought, nah, they can grow a little longer. But they're at that point now where I think it's time to harvest them. There's one other on this plant, but that one I don't think is quite ready. But those are nice looking little cayennes. Nice peppers. One hot banana that we didn't harvest last time, now I'm going to go ahead and harvest. That one probably could have been harvested last time and I didn't because it wasn't quite there. Now it might have been sitting a little longer than I wanted, but it's okay. And we got 2 jalapenos that we're going to go ahead and harvest. 1 and 2. I'm not so proud of the hot, but those are nice looking jalapenos. Glad I harvested what I did because it looks like a bug was thinking about messing with the one. Hasn't fully done it yet, and we're planning on doing some salsa. So we're going to leave the rest of these bananas alone. We can bring these in. Let them like finish turning in the house. Those are beautiful. Couple more that are getting close, but I'm going to leave those ones for now. So that's what we can harvest today. Not a huge harvest. I'm going to have a lot of peppers coming up pretty soon here. But not a bad little harvest. Nothing huge, but it's not a bad harvest out of the garden. Homegrown, fresh, can't complain. And then these are my herbs right now. These guys are doing pretty good, growing really well. But I want to point something out. And this should not have happened in the house because usually this happens because of extreme heat. But you know how I said at least the lettuce wasn't bolting? My cilantro bolted. You see the different type of leaves. You can kind of see how they're more feathery. And if you look, you can kind of see how there's buds starting to form. Or eventually there will be flowers. Once it bolts, it gets bitter. It's not as good to eat. I don't know why it bolted. This stuff did not do great. I don't know what's up with cilantro this year. It's just not doing well. This is my second plant. And it just kind of, it didn't grow like it should have. And it bolted, even though it's indoors. But that's what a bolting plant would look like. Or start to look like when it's starting to bolt. I'm going to go ahead and dig this up and I'm going to try to replant again because we use cilantro pretty regularly. So I'm going to try to restart. I'll actually cut this and give this to the rabbits. That's my plan. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Ring the bell so you don't miss future uploads and we'll catch you later.